Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Downtime in the Ring. Now, while me and Chris are at Phase 1 Pro, we're dropping this episode for you guys. I am here with the chainsaw-wielding Scream Queen. I debated if I wanted to do it the way that you do it in your promos, and I was like, that's probably not a good idea.
Please do it. Can you please attempt to do it?
Here with the
and Nathaniel
chainsaw.
will do the damn. Nathaniel will do his ab lip. All right, you keep going. Nathaniel, speak with your chest. Go on. I am the cutie with the booty.
Yeah. I am the cutie with the booty.
Yeah.
Hottie with the body.
Hottie with the body.
Damn.
Thong wearing.
Thong wearing.
Oh. Chainsaw wielding.
Chainsaw wielding.
Scream Queen.
Scream Queen.
Yeah.
Yes, babes. Well done, everyone. Good job.
Oh, I just heard my girlfriend in the other room just die laughing from that. Oh my God.
It's so funny. It's so cringe. No matter who does it. Like, I sound dumb. You actually, it's bad. Like, honestly, I feel like you honestly did really, really well. Well done.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. But yes, I am here with the Black Dahlia this week.
Scream Queen approved.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So we have a lot to get into, and doing my research on you are busy.
You came across me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, of course, this lovely lady, she has her own podcast, The Chainsaw Corner.
If you guys can call it a podcast, it's not. It's honestly just a Instagram live moment. But continue, sir.
Yes, she has. Instagram live moment. She got a talk show. She had my coach Gino Told You So Rivera on. She had one of my best friends Paragon on. So I was like, you know what? After being a fan for a couple of years now and watching you and Nate's journey through the indies, I was like, I got the show. Why not do it? Why not shoot my shot? I'm glad that you're here finally, that we can have this conversation. This is awesome.
I'm sorry about my scheduling. It's crazy, but I'm so glad you asked for me to come on, and it's cool that you're friends with my friends. So this is great.
Yes. I understand the world of professional wrestling. We get busy, and you're a busy person. Like I said, doing my research, you are in multiple movies that you're trying to get out, multiple independent pictures that you're trying to do right now also.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, okay, so like I'm sick with CRPS. I'm not actively able to take wrestling bookings, but I am slowly, because I'm sick. It's hard to travel. It's hard to do things, but I'm slowly taking ballet bookings now, and I am slowly training and getting back at it. So, shit, I'm having brain fog, Nate. Where was I going with that?
Oh, just how you're doing movies right now.
Movies, that was it. So I'm slowly doing ballet bookings, and I'm slowly doing movies. And right now I'm signed on to like 5 independent movies that the first one that we just filmed was Whoop Ass with yeah, it's like a proof of concept right now, and they're raising funds to finish the whole feature. But right now, it's on Instagram. We've tagged them, and if you guys want to help make that project come to life, Nathaniel and I were on set with Mr. Kennedy. We got to film with him all day. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
imagine this. Me being sick, not taking or giving wrestling moves in 7 years, and actively ill, and I have to give a move in front of all these extras and all these actors in a wrestling ring that was just called right before they set up to call action, and freaking Mr. Kennedy's there.
That's
and then the camera's right there, and I'm in the front, and I'm like, and the shot is actually on Instagram, the behind the scenes shot of it, and I'm just like, I can't believe, and we did like 2 takes of it, and that's it, and I'm just like, how am I in this situation right now? Fuck.
I mean, a lot of things, especially like who trained you, you know, the people that you've gotten to meet on the independent scene. Like,
Well, yeah,
you're
I have the resume, but goddamn, I was just like, well, give me a moment, guys. I'm a little rusty. Let me stretch.
so speaking of rusty, let's get into like who you are as a wrestler, because the name itself is so interesting, and I even had to go back and do a little research on the Black Dahlia.
You were aware of her, though. You were
Yes.
aware of who she was, or maybe of the band, or from movies. Like, tell me what you know of the Black Dahlia before you had to go and research.
Mostly I didn't even know there was a band. Mostly all I know is because I'm a nerd like that, is I love cryptids and paranormal stuff. So I knew the Black Dahlia murder.
No wonder you're a fan of our gimmick.
Yes. So I knew the Black Dahlia murder, so I had to go and refresh myself and make sure that I knew everything about it. And I was like, is this what she's basing herself off of? Or what
Right.
Give me the story on that.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, guys, the year was 2011, and I was just an 18-year-old little kid, and I was getting my associate's degree in art. I was getting ready to audition for the New York Film Academy, and I actually did audition and got accepted, and that was the route I was going. But in between that route, when I was 18 and I had just started college, I was like, you know what? As I get my associate's degree in art, I was like, oh, let's do this wrestling thing. And I got involved with valeting, and they kept on trying to, it was 2011. It was a different time period. So it was 2011, and it was a different time period for women wrestling. And as an actor, even though I had a great athletic background, I ended up just wanting to valet. So basically, like the bookers, and you know how some of the grimy indie companies are. It's not as bougie as some of the almost like some of the TV spots, right? Mm-hmm. So it was grimy, and they tried to put like porn star names on me and stripper names, and it just like there was no gimmick, there was no character, there was no I didn't like it as an actor, as a performer, what they were trying to pitch to me. So don't get me wrong, sex sells, and that like I believe that there's nothing wrong with the push-up bra and tits out or whatever, or a guy with a porn stash and out there like grinding. I think gimmicks are beautiful and sex can sell, and that's great. But especially as an 18-year-old at the time, I was really stubborn, and I was like, I want to be so much more than my body, and I want to be so much more than just like a crappy stripper name, and I'm just the girl out there, you know, the eye candy. I was like, I want to have depth to it, and that's how I became my 18-year-old mind was like, Black Dahlia. That's what I'm gonna do. So like, I mean, come on, as a horror fan, like, was it too far-fetched to want to be a murder victim? I don't know. Like, the year was 2011. I was the first ever Black Dahlia in professional wrestling, and it is actually based off of the murder of Elizabeth Short. And I thought how poetic. She was an actor. I'm an actor. And I thought it was a cool homage to my theater background. I also thought it was cool because I love Halloween and spooky shit, and I wanted a spooky gimmick. And I felt like that hadn't been done before the way I was trying to do it as a valet. And at the time in 2011, and only up until recently, every time people came across me, they're like, Delilah, like they don't know how to say. Up until recently, I still come across it, but like only recently are people aware of the Black Dahlia, or they're aware of the Black Dahlia Murder Band, which is like a heavy metal band, but which is based off of her. But that's it. And 2011 till recently, I had to explain to people who Elizabeth Short was, what happened to her, and then talk about my gimmick. It was really frustrating, but it's cool that you knew who she was.
Oh my God.
That's bad. Call on.
Oh my God. One of the coolest match types.
In a world of wrestling. we bring to you the WSN app, only on Roku.
It's interesting because nobody really, at least from what I've seen, nobody really chooses the victims. They're normally named like Gacy or Bundy or anything like that. Like they don't choose the victim.
That's an interesting way to put it. Oh my god, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, no, I've never seen anybody pick the victim, so it's very unique. I mean, I understand why people won't know exactly what the Black Dahlia murders are. It happened 2 years after World War II, back in the late 40s. So of course people aren't
If
going
you
to
guys
know.
pay attention to my handle, everyone wonders, oh, is this person's favorite number is these numbers, and actually it's her death. It's a 47.
Yeah, it's so
not that that's fucking weird at all, but continue.
It fits. It makes sense.
It's a part of the gimmick.
It's a part of the gimmick. So
don't judge me.
You showed me a piece of gear before we started recording about the Black Dahlia.
Oh.
Yes, there it is.
When the Black Dahlia became the Chainsaw Queen.
Oh, that's badass. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. So can you explain a little bit of the cuts and everything about it?
Yeah, totally. So basically, guys, this is one of my masks that I will be wrestling in. And she is let me know when she's not blurry.
She's not blurry.
I've already wore her out to the ring, but basically she has the Dahlia cuts. A lot of people think that, oh, it's the Joker's smile. It actually is the Black Dahlia smile because, God rest her soul, but Elizabeth Short, when she was found, her mouth was slit into a permanent smile, and that's where that smile comes from. Her breasts were slit, her nipples were cut off, and she was sawed in half, and her body was transported and moved to that spot because obviously even back then the cops could tell that her body was moved and she wasn't murdered there because there was no fucking blood. But basically this is the inspo. But when it comes to the Chainsaw Queen, the whole shtick and also Nathaniel's Killbilly gimmick is yes, we are like Leatherface. Yes, we are. Okay, so there's so many people that have done the Chainsaw gimmick. There's so many people that have done the Leatherface gimmick. There's so many people that have done the Ed Gein gimmick. There's Kirshner.
Patterson, Leatherface in Japan.
I can't hear you, Nate.
Kirshner and Patterson were Leatherface in Japan.
Yeah.
Terry Fox was Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nathaniel just named some of the OG Chainsaw guys. So there's so many people that have done the Chainsaw gimmick, the Ed Gein gimmick, the Leatherface gimmick, and we wanted to make it our own. And this was back in 2016, guys. So we were like, the way we make it our own is keeping my Black Dahlia gimmick, keeping Nathaniel's, like, he wanted to do the Hillbilly gimmick, but make it the Killbilly gimmick. But instead of just being the Chainsaw people, and also noting that I was the first female to carry a chainsaw to the wrestling ring, so that was pretty cool. Like, I've never saw any chick do it before, so in 2016, that made me the first, and I think that's cool, and I love that other females are now doing it. But besides the typical chainsaw part, we actually made this organically the first ever cryptid zoology gimmick. And what we did was, in 2016, we were like, we want to be urban legend hunters. So we want to be like Leatherface, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but we want to be like, we are hunting cryptid zoology. So these human flesh, you're not just innocent victims. These are serial killers. We've heard of urban legends, and we're hunting down this serial killer. So these are the human flesh. Then we have same mask and vest replicas of aliens. We have alien flesh that in masks made, like we went down and hunted down aliens, or we have Bigfoot masks, and we even have just recently made Mothman. And so it's kind of cool to be original when it comes to cryptozoology, and you being a cryptid fan, I figured you.
I popped
Yeah.
when you turned your head. I popped when you said Mothman. I love it so much. So
Yeah,
like
and in 2016, no one had done that before, and it's like, why not? And so doing this gimmick, it's fun.
it sounds fun. So like you guys have been to Point Pleasant. Have you guys for like the alien stuff, have you guys gone to any
Yeah, we've
towns
been
or
to Roswell, New Mexico multiple times, and so the whole shtick is what we try to do is whenever we travel, especially for like wrestling, we research the location we're going to or going through on the way. And so when we make these trips, because we got to travel with chainsaws, we're normally driving. So what we normally do is, oh, we have to wrestle in Arizona. Well, we're going through Roswell, New Mexico, so we might as well stop. So we'll make a whole day of it, stopping in Roswell and like checking out the aliens.
Would love to have a face-to-face interview when you guys come back to Roswell, because that's where we're based out of. So
Yeah?
would love that. Yes.
Now, how long have you been there?
My entire life, unfortunately.
Okay, it's probably not as cool for you as it is for us outsiders.
Yeah, for y'all, I understand why this place is one of the coolest places to be, especially during the UFO festival. I understand that.
Oh,
But
there's
for
a
me,
UFO festival in
yes,
July.
yes,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Nathaniel and I looked things up. Like, okay, so at Mothman, there's a haunted museum or a haunted hotel that is right across from where the statue is. So that's naturally the hotel we're gonna book. You know, we do things like that. Like, okay, so the Flatwoods Monster. We definitely want to go camping and look for Bigfoot. You know, like that's the type of shit we do when we travel.
that's awesome. Things like that. We have a couple of haunted places, but nothing too crazy. About 50 miles outside of town, there's a little diner. It's really nice, but they Ghost Hunters was there because they have half of Al Capone's original bar. The original owner bought it, had it transported all the way out there to that little B&B. And
Wow.
yeah, a lot of weird things. They have a couple of pictures there. You can see heads that aren't supposed to be on there. There's a head on a stool. It's
Wow.
a
Have you been
picture.
there?
Yes,
You've been
yes.
there? Yeah. Oh, well, maybe that's the place we'll want to go and hang out when we all link up. Because I definitely want to. I'm going to be traveling this summer, and if I'm not in town for that festival, because I think I might be too busy in July, but when Nathaniel and I come through, we'll link up, and we'll probably like work a show or something, and we can go to that place.
Yeah, definitely. Would love to do
And
that.
then when
You guys
come
are
out
cool.
Here, we'll go find Bigfoot.
Oh, don't even give me that offer. I would love to do that. Definitely. My girlfriend would love to do that. She wants to
bring her.
she wants to do the Mothman stuff. How was that?
Yeah, Mothman. I've been going there since 2012, but Nathaniel's been going longer. Since when, Nathaniel? 2009.
That's Point Pleasant
Well,
seems like
the
a
thing is
crazy
about
place.
Point Pleasant is it's a small community, and it's been getting bigger, like with the popularity of Mothman. But I noticed at least from 2012 to now, it's definitely grown. But especially the festival, it's insane now. But I definitely recommend going before the festival, like when the festival is not around, because the festival is absurd now. It's always really hot, and there's like so many people. It's almost non-enjoyable. So if you guys ever come out here and wrestle, bring your girl, and we'll link you up, and we'll drive through to see the statue.
Oh, that would be awesome. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, that sounds a lot like the UFO festival now, unfortunately. Very hot, and there's a lot of people.
It was fun in 2012, and then now it's just like absurd. It's almost worth not going. And Nathaniel and I drive through there all the time because we have a lot of good companies in West Virginia that we work for, and where we're coming from Ohio to it, we always actually drive through Point Pleasant. So yeah, we're only 2 hours away.
Oh wow, I'd be there all the time. So your hobbies are like just visiting all the cryptid stuff. Obviously, you guys are working with movies. How do you guys find time to relax
And battle a sickness.
and battle a sickness?
I mean, Nathaniel and I joke all the time and say that if I was a healthy person, this would be hard. So it's hard, but we have multiple missions for my sickness to bring awareness to it, to bring awareness to CRPS, to put myself into remission, to help others, but then also just, to get comfortable in life. Like, our goals are to not just all this major heavy shit and help people, but our goals in life is to succeed, is to be comfortable in life, is to retire, is to find happiness. And I think Nathaniel and I are on the path to that.
I like to hear that. If you don't mind, can we talk a little bit about CRPS?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I did like a 2-hour podcast before this, so I is exhausted. And it was about CRPS. It was actually very heavy. It was about mental health and CRPS, and it was very emotional. But so CRPS is complex regional pain syndrome, and you develop it after sustaining an injury, whether it's a severe big injury or just a twisted ankle. And it happens in your limbs and normally, and it can spread throughout your body. And basically, it's the nervous system, and it's like switching on a light switch and never switching off. And I'm constantly having pain signals sent to my head that keep on screaming and saying I'm in chronic pain when I'm not injured right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's very insane. It's very heavy. It's labeled, it seems blasphemous to say this, but it is labeled the most painful pain a human can experience. It is labeled on the pain charts that all the doctors have created. It's the most painful it's more painful than a woman going into childbirth without medicine. It's more painful than having someone amputate one of your limbs without medicine. It's more painful than cancer, and it's more painful than spine surgery, kidney stones, like every single thing that you can come up with that's painful. This is actually the most painful pain known to mankind.
Back in 2019, I had one of the worst days of my life. Actually, in a week span, I decided I didn't want to be here anymore. But after I came out on the other end, I realized that there were so many people, especially in this business, that were struggling with some of the same things I was. And a lot of times there is this mindset that we can't really share what we go through, and it's up to us to fight these battles alone. It's almost as if it's TMI to tell people what you're going through and what you're dealing with. And that's when I started hashtag TMI, hashtag tag me in. Because every single day we are in a handicap match with depression, anxiety, stress, life, bills, whatever may have you. But nobody said it had to be a one versus all. If you have people out there that genuinely care, that genuinely want to see you win, that genuinely want to see you succeed, that genuinely want to see you live, tag them in. They're here to help. And that's what TMI is all about.
You still got that smile. I mean, I got to say that.
Well, to be fair, anyone watching this, I've been battling it for 7 years, and it's called desensitization. I'm still experiencing the jabbing pains, and it's constant. It never goes away. It's literally like now. It's constant. It's maddening. But I did organically battle this for 6.5 years without any pills, without any marijuana, no help at all. I had all these different surgeries because no one knew about CRPS. It's such a rare disease. It's unheard of even by doctors. I went to like 15 different doctors, had 4 different surgeries for muscles and nerves, and nothing fixed me. It just spread the disease up to my kneecaps, and it was the most terrifying thing I could ever experience. And I'm like going mad, wondering like what's going on. And then finally getting diagnosed, I'm like, oh, okay, so we know what it is. What can we do with this? How can we maintain it and not let it spread? And now I am taking marijuana, but I still don't do pills. I still refuse other surgeries because they're experimental, like putting chips in your spine. Like it's insane. And then the side effects are they could paralyze you. So very weird. It's very unknown, but I'm happy to bring awareness to it. And yes, I have a smile on my face, but my pain level is a little lower right now. I'm in pain, but there are people that are at the pain I was at 7 years ago or 4 years ago, and I think we need to bring awareness and let people know, hey, we need to find a cure to this disease. We need to save lives. This is nicknamed the suicide disease because of the death rate. And I'm a statistic, and it's weird that I survived this. And now I'm using my platform to bring awareness to this disease, not only to find a cure, but to save people. That's it, guys. I'm sick. I am dying, but I'm saving people as I go out. So, Dick Monsters.
Oh, the way that you ended that. Okay. Oh, I don't want to cry.
It's the truth, guys. It's fine. I will wrestle this summer and everything will be fine.
All right. Trained, or it under your profile, it says you were trained by Rikishi. So is Nate's. Is that where you guys met?
Focuses on that poor Funaki. Why doesn't anyone talk about Funaki?
I'm sorry. Okay, let me give the low. Let me redo that.
I've had so many people just Rikishi, and I'm like, Funaki's there too. And then other people even make posts and say trained by Rikishi, and I'm like, what about Funaki? Poor Funaki. And the saddest thing is, I understand people leaving out Bobby Blaze, but because he's not in the bio because there wasn't room. But I understand Bobby being left out unless you really, really know me. But fucking, come on, don't leave Funaki out.
All right, let me go back. Let me redo that. Okay, so you both were trained by Funaki and Rikishi. Is that how you both met?
The only thing that Nathaniel has me on is he was trained also at OVW under Rip Rogers when they were under Impact, I think.
Wow.
TNA and Impact at the time. Yeah, so you know how OVW was developmental for WWE?
Yeah.
Well, when WWE left and then TNA took over for that was like their NXT, their developmental at the time. That's when Nathaniel was there training with Rip Rogers.
Wow. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So get Nathaniel on. He has a lot to tell. And then Nathaniel and I was valeting him at the time and for like 4 years. And then Nathaniel and I went under Funaki for just under a year. Then Rikishi's for just under a year. And then I got put in the wheelchair and I've been sick. And Nathaniel has been taking care of me. He hasn't been grinding or building his resume. He's been on hold for 7 years too. So now it's like, let's fucking go. Like, he's dipped his toe a little back in it for like 2 years now. Like, you know, been playing around with it. But it's like, no, let's like fucking go. We know I'm sick. We know what's going on. And Nathaniel doesn't need to be held back anymore, you know?
Oh, I respect that. Like, you want him to thrive now, and yourself, you can take valet booking. So
yeah, like why not? I'll do a couple valet bookings and baby steps, and then in the process, Nathaniel working on his body, leveling up. He has the resume, and I see him like he's already starting to do podcast bookings and appearance bookings. And you just got booked for what was it called? WrestleCade.
Oh wow, okay. Oh.
Yeah, WrestleCade announced him a couple weeks ago. If you guys go check it out. Oh yeah, they announced me, but I think everyone knows that.
That's cool. I love Josh Gary. Josh Gary helps with that with WrestleCade.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
dope.
names. I just say they pay me to show up. I don't know.
Definitely a gentleman that you guys will enjoy. His name's Josh Gary. He helps with
I love good
AML.
people.
Yes, definitely. I'll let him know too that to treat you guys good when you guys get up there. That's awesome. Like it's inspiring. I'll say that. You know, you are sick.
It's a crazy fucking story that I never wanted. Okay, it
It's
sucks ass.
Damn, I went blank just because of all the craziness that we've been going through with this.
I mean, you were a pervert that wanted to talk about giant dick monsters and shit. So whatever. I can't help that I'm a lady. And I clutched my pearls. And how dare you, sir? I am crippled and sick. What the fuck's wrong with you? I thought this was a professional podcast, but I was wrong. Goodbye. And toodaloo.
I've never had this before. I've never had anybody break me. All right, cool.
A professional motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you're dancing with the pros.
Yeah,
You wanted a pro on your podcast? You got one.
Oh hell, this is gonna be an interesting episode already. I already know I'm gonna
You
get shit
literally
on.
invited the Chainsaw Queen on your podcast. What the fuck did you think this was gonna be?
I had no idea it was gonna be this. I had no idea.
Stop
Next time
yelling at me. Cancelled.
Oh, damn it. Already. Oh, damn it. So, what are some places that you do want to try and valet at this summer?
Good wording. Good wording. I was like, oh, wrestle. I can't think that far ahead. If I like, if I'll be alive. So where I want to valet, I'm keeping the places I know I'm going to be at close to heart right now, because they have to announce me. I don't want to overexhaust myself, because then I'll get distracted and then I'll just get hurt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to baby into it, you know? I accepted one booking through Gary Dameron with ASW, and it's a really professional company out of West Virginia, and I got to give a move and take a move, and that was like really, really cool. So that was nice to experience after 7 years being out. So now it's like I do have different places mapped out, and I hope I can announce the ones that I just, maybe a couple bookings like here or there, maybe 10 bookings this summer, just so I don't overexhaust myself.
All right.
Yeah, I hope that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect that. I understand.
I think you guys I already have really cool things lined up, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. I'll tell you off camera.
Awesome, sweet. So, have you guys heard anything on y'all's campaign for Pro Wrestling Revolver?
Next question.
The only reason why I know y'all did it is because Paragon had me share his.
Oh,
he did the same.
Awesome.
He did it too.
I wonder if I shared his. I think I might have. I know I shared a couple of my guy friends. Landon Hell, I know he got on this past show. Have we heard things? Things are positive. Things are really positive.
That's good. That's good. Can't wait to have Nate on here in the future, and we can actually talk about his match.
He's not allowed to say shit either. He's a no. What the fuck ever. Like, I don't know, like, whatever. Like, I know that it's a complete professional company, and Jessica's a really good friend. She's an amazing person.
Oh, okay. So, you know what? This was like a test for us doing this show for almost a year. You were the test episode that I just got to keep my. I'm an experiment. Keeping my composure.
You got the best. You got the best experiment. Rocked your socks, motherfucker.
I'm going to be very afraid to go Bigfoot hunting with these people. That's all I can say now.
Your girlfriend's gonna enjoy it.
She'll enjoy it. I might trip me if we find something.
We deadass have chainsaws, so you're gonna be safe.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unless, whatever it was, theoretically, if it is real, has a longer reach than a chainsaw.
Be open-minded. Don't be a piece of shit.
What do you mean, a piece of shit?
If prove me wrong. Prove me it doesn't exist. You can't outsquirm Big Daddy Worm.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Whippy-goos.
Oh, this
makes me look so bad right now. All right, what's up? What
You're
are we doing
good.
now?
You're good.
Next question. You can crop that out. Next question.
No, I'm gonna keep that because I think this is awesome. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna let everybody see this part.
He's like a brother. Like, what the fuck? Like,
this is awesome. This is a cool.
All right. Be nice to your little sister. Or God, like, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Holy shit. Okay, so I'm older than you.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You can't out strudel the noodle.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Nate said that line to me.
You can't out strudel the noodle. All right, I think we are good right there. So, as we begin to wind down, where can everybody find your socials?
I'm the Black Dahlia, bitch. Look me up.
God fucking damn it.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.